I'm gonna do a reading today on Madonna. Um, yeah, I was just trying to meditate a bit and like, get a suggestion, and then that came up. So we'll see what the deal is there. The first thing I got, like when I was thinking about that, was like that she needs to, not like needs to because everyone's asking her to, but like she personally or like spiritually needs to apologize for a bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna see what that's about. Yeah, I feel like there were like a couple personal and business type of things, like where she was like, I just want to say the correct word here. There was some like power move that was done that made things like unfair in some way. Like she might have had like more influence or and that could have. Let me just see what the nature of that is. Like possibly getting one or two people fired, or like causing um it feels like slander, like like getting in a like creating an argument where there was none, and then like sort of setting someone up. Like if you, let's say you plan to have an argument with someone in public, and then it makes the other person look bad, and then you're like, I told you so, like that kind of like set up kind of energy. Also, it feels like there's something like back home in Michigan too, like with someone. Let me just see. Again, it just feels like with a few words, she's able to shut someone out when they like when it wasn't like necessary or warranted or something like that. It was just to like let me just. I don't want to say something incorrect, so I'm just gonna see why that happened. It just feels like some people in her life were just like 30 minutes of like instruction away from really accomplishing something, but it was like they were held back by her. Like, I guess she might have had like a lack mentality that caused her to be competitive. Um, and like that lack mentality definitely has softened, but like it definitely existed and caused some interpersonal turmoil. Um, she also has like a 5% kind of sabotage, like joyfully sabotaging uh people's relationships or like stability. Um, let's see. Uh, I feel like she's like these are just random insights or whatever. Okay, I feel like this. Okay, I don't know why I don't want to say this, but like the let's say the men that she's attracted to are like it's also like kind of those are also the people she fears the most, but she wants to like explore that fear and conquer it through a relationship. So maybe that explains why her relationships don't last, and they might be like more aggressive interaction or like highly sexual or like competitive intellectually or like stuff like that. Um, and then it's kind of like it's like a UFC match or something, like it's intimate yet it's difficult. Um, yeah, so she's she even though she's matured, she's sort of keeping up this persona that she had before that was more like shocking or combative type of like just like flipping the table over type of persona, even though it's not really genuine to like her moment right now. um I don't feel, I feel like she's aware of spirituality, but I don't feel that she has like a direct connection that is like uh, actively healing her, let's say. Um, it's more just like a something she knows exists in the background, kind of like drapes on the window or something like that. And I don't know if that makes sense, but like maybe the drapes are what's like blocking the light coming in through the window or something like that. Like, so there's maybe all this like information about Catholicism or different religion information that is like blocking her direct connection, which is like would be a more simple type of relationship with uh, God. I mean, yeah. Okay. So, Madonna. All right. Sorry, with the jackhammer. I was like, kind of loud. Okay. So I feel like she could get more wealth from going through this period of apologizing and like I don't know if reckoning is the right word, like reckoning with herself, not letting other people decide like what she needs to apologize for. She is deciding, and it's actually like creating kind of some beauty in her life, because like personally when I think of Madonna, I think of ambition. I don't really think of like this sort of mermaid or like Venus like beauty. It's like this determination, and I think that by her apologizing, it will like bring out the beauty she's capable of like through this, because like the like the more you're kind of like channeling God or like unconditional love, like the more that's a beautiful energy, so it like makes anyone more like glowing or approachable, because of that. And she might not think that that's the obvious. It's sort of like through weakness you're strong or something like that. And weakness, I mean like not trying to control, not trying to be like strong in the physical world, like being strong. That was my dog. Being strong like mentally or emotionally or spiritually, some people might think of as like being too passive, but like, and so that it's like thought of as being weak. Sorry for the jackhammer. I really thought they were done like a month ago, but it seems to be like something some work is pretty intense on this corner specifically. Anyway, so Madonna. So I'm seeing this like, and it's not apologizing on Oprah. Like you're not giving like someone the keys to your life like that in that way, like the power over to someone else. to reveal this sort of gift. Like at first she could do it privately, and then her actions that result from that would be like the sort of creative, like outward expressions of this apologizing she's done at first, like within herself, to other people or situations. Like, what are they doing? Okay, sorry, it's like so loud. They're like cutting the cement and jackhammering at the same time in close proximity. Alright, so I'll just try to wrap this up. Yeah, and I feel like almost like there's some people who are so mad at her that like it's almost dangerous for her. So, and if she's doing some kind of like shows or like performances or whatever, I feel that she's better off creating like an awesome sort of set design, like in a building of her own, like doing her own stage setting and stuff, and doing like very high quality broadcasts from that place instead of like running around hotel to hotel. I just, for some reason, I feel like there's some danger. I don't know if it's because there's like a war going on right now, or just like general unrest that might be like, you know, continuous this year in different spots or something like that, but not like everywhere at once. Anyway, I just feel like she'd be safer doing it that way, and also she could control creatively like how it's done, and like I guess there'd be ways of like charging the public to view this material, so she'd still get like the benefit of sorry, my hand's shaking, of payment for her work done or whatever. So that's kind of a cool idea. Okay, what's on? And I feel like she shouldn't do like a lot of interviews, especially like in Europe. They have a more rigorous kind of intellectual conversation about stuff that like it's not really her forte, or like that's not like the best of what she has to offer, let's say. And so it's like, know thyself, like what are your gifts, you know, share those with the people, like the public, and like for the future and whatever. And the stuff that you still need to work on, like just know that about yourself, and either have the wisdom to step back from situations like that don't serve you, or become interested in like developing that side of yourself. So noisy. So okay, what else? Try to think of something else to wrap it up. I feel like the relationship she's in right now, like romantically, isn't that great for her. It feels like a guy who's like kind of muscly, and I'm really picking up like the arm muscles. But there's like kind of a drab energy to like the, you know, when you spend time with people and you can like, even though they're attractive and fun, like you feel drained, or you just have like bad luck for a month afterwards or whatever, but they might be feeling awesome. You traded some kind of energy there and you like lost out on that. But it's better like in a relationship to have an equal positive give and take. I don't know what they're digging for out there, but so I feel like there's not like an equal give and take. It's just like a take and some confusion and a lot of silence and like stuff like that. So, but I do feel that she does know one or two people who would be good for her, like romantically, and as like a good strong friendship and fun, and like the energy feels brighter. And I feel like those people are like, let's say if she's like standing in England somewhere, I feel like those people are like northwest of where she is. So like if she's in London, like is Manchester like northwest or like that kind of like over there, like outside of London, people could be like more fun, down to earth people, stuff like that. Like who just kind of have their own fun life going on and like, yeah, let's like enjoy life kind of thing. Instead of having like arm candy or basically like like a masseuse slash partner or what, I don't know, you know, like someone who's like your real friend instead. I just feel like there's layers of like uncomfortable energy that are kind of weighing down on her, and it's not like a fun energy to be in. And so that's why I'm suggesting these things that would like possibly improve her situation. It would require her to do kind of like just live a little bit differently or think of herself differently as someone who has like evolved quite a bit and that she doesn't need to like carry on um, the persona that's like helped her in the 80s and 90s or whatever. So and that the piece that she's looking for is actually very simple. It's not complicated. You don't need to like be, you don't need to know everything about everything. It's simply like loving yourself, being open to like, you know, the unconditional love from God and like just that's everywhere. And it's very very simple. And I think that she like, because things might have been challenging in her early life and she might have had like some lack mentality, like she felt that things were difficult. But like if you really think about this early success that she had, like that happened fairly easily through just a positive attitude and like, let's go get it, you know. And like similarly, she has access to that same my dog is snoring, um like she still has that same ability and like to simplify. uh, yeah, so I hope the noise wasn't too much and you heard what I was saying. um, and maybe she'll consider like making that space, performance space of her own where she can like have artistic control over like how, you know, how it all looks and everything. It might be nice. I mean, it seems like now it's more possible than ever to deliver a performance that feels like you're there, that is also like technologically broadcast, because like everybody has pretty good not everybody, but like there's access to good TVs, even if you go to like a restaurant or bar or something like that, or community center, and to enjoy the, you know, the things that artists make, and then the artists don't have to sacrifice their personal lives to be constantly on tour, so they can like enjoy both their creativity, their work, and also like have a real life. All right, so I'll wrap it up. Okay, we miss one more thing. I feel like there's some kind of like health issue she may have, and for some reason I feel like some connection to like cosmetics or something like that. So I don't know if she's like dealing with some kind of health thing. I feel like if she does some of this work that I've been talking about, it could like help her health. And if she like, yeah, spent more time in her, if let's say she has a country place, you know, connecting. I'm always saying this in like all the videos, but like whatever, like where physical people living in nature, so it's like it makes sense to commune with nature or whatever. So I feel like that would be healing for her, and also this like simplifying of her life and healing, doing some like forgiveness of herself, sort of apologizing first in her own mind, and then having this new mentality, like reflect on like her actions that follow that, like will be different than she would have done otherwise. I'm not able to express myself that well right now, but okay, I'm just gonna see any last positive. Yeah, so like for her to like not like even if someone's like in the room with her who's mad about something, it's enough that she is actively taking these sort of forgiveness steps and like simplifying and purifying like her energy. It doesn't all have to get solved today, and it's enough that she's like walking that path. Let's see. All right, so yeah, and just like to underline one more time, like it's better for her to do these performances like from home, or like how it's like I can't remember his name, super famous hilarious comedian who like has his own, who broadcasts like during COVID like on his farm. Why can't I remember his name? Anyway, I really want to just remember his name right now. It's he did the Rick James stuff. Anyway, oh my god, I totally know who I'm trying to think of, but I can't. Anyway, so maybe he just doesn't want to be mentioned. So similar to that, having your own performance space and broadcasting from there. Because, like, if you think about it, not everybody can see your show anyway, so having a good copy of it the way you want it to be is actually, like, the best thing in terms of, like, history, like people being able to access that, like, 256 years from now. Stuff like that. Okay, I just want to see if there's any other urgent kind of thing that's going on here. It's just in terms of her kids, like, I think she just needs to really talk to them and hear them out and like see if there's ways in which she could help them with some very specific task, whether it has to do with their education or something else, like needs to like do a little problem solving there to avoid like a big problem. And to not like trust some of her family members to like deal like to clean situations up. Like she needs to actually like do some of that work. You can't just like trust everyone to like do things the way they ought to be done, like in your mind. So it might take up more of her leisure time to do that, but like she'll be happy in the end and she'll have less to complain about. And I don't see her writing like a life story kind of thing. Like I think she just needs to like put some of these good performances that she has more control over like under her belt, and like let expression happen. Like I was saying, like not doing so many interviews, doing doing things more like non-discussion-y, like not non-verbally, because she does sing music lyrics, but like I'm just saying like not through talking, like let us get to know you through these ways that you really excel at, and let the other stuff kind of just be, and just like enjoy how much you've done, and like who cares about like the bumps in the road, like just look where you are, like it's great. So those are my messages about Madonna. I hope you guys have a good day. This is my dog.